Okay, so this is my project, or our project. It's mine, but he's going to help me out. Right here in this corner, we are fixing to stack some wood blocks to lift up. We got this can from Walmart for $15. It has a locking lid. It's a twist lock lid. And he is going to drill some holes in it, and we're going to turn this into a composter because my freezer is full of stuff to compost and I'm running out of space. I have been wanting to compost for my garden for a long time. Usually I just bury the scraps in my garden, but I've got so much right now, I just want to start composting it. So this is our little project today. When you're making a composter for your backyard, you absolutely want to make sure that you get one that's got a locking lid somehow. This is a twist lock system. And if I seem to have problems with it, I'm gonna use it as it is first. And if, like, during a windstorm or anything we have any issues with it, then what I will do is get him to drill a couple holes for a bungee strap just to tie down the top. But I don't think that's going to be necessary, but I'm going to try it as it is right now. Okay, so what he's doing right now is, even though this is not really off the ground, it has wheels, but what he's doing is he's going to make just a little square with some boards so that we can elevate this off the ground so that there's proper drainage. But you don't want it too high because you want to make sure the earthworms can get in there. Because that's our main goal. If we can get some earthworms to join our little party, they will help break down everything and the composting will go a lot quicker and be healthier. Okay, so what we're going to do is Matt is going to drill holes going down through here, and then we're going to put a couple lines around it. Maybe 5, or I guess we need one in the back too, so maybe about 6 around the whole thing. And then we're going to drill holes in the bottom of it because you have to be able to get oxygen to your compost. Alright, that should be good. Thanks, babe.
I think so.
Yeah. This is the spot that he made over here. He got it to where it's up off the ground a little, but it still is close enough. And that's as level as everything's going to get in our yard unless we actually dig a trench. So, next, we're going to start the compost. Now, before you put your food in to start composting, you have to put a brown layer, and since we don't have like leaves and sticks, I have been saving toilet paper cobs. And the best way to do these is to tear these up, and I have a specific paper shredder just for these. It's called Monkey. Get. This is the only stuff she tears up. She doesn't destroy toys, she doesn't chew on anything, but she absolutely loves tearing these up. So she'll do the work for me. We'll have a toilet paper cob party. Want another one? Get it. Monkey. Get it. Ooh. Okay, so this is the inside of my barrel now. The first thing that you want to do is you want to put a brown layer in. Since I don't have any leaves and sticks to put in here, I'm going to put my shredded cardboard. I'm saving this for the top. This has got shredded stuff in it. Do not use... I did not know I was shredding up like cereal boxes. Well, like LaCroix boxes. I didn't know that you couldn't use like stuff with ink on it. Or, okay, you can use like black and white printed ink, but the colored ink is a little more toxic. It doesn't break down and stuff. This is not so bad. It's not going to cause too much of a problem. I cut most of the coloring off of a Taco Bell bag. But we're going to put a layer of this on the bottom first. Please don't slam me if I'm not doing this completely right, but this is the best. This is my first. Give me some. Okay, we've got some egg cartons in there. Egg cartons are a great thing, especially when they come from like an organic place. You know, everything's going to be all on the up and up. And I'm going to put a couple more egg cartons down here just so that water doesn't go right through, because what you want to do is you're going to have to layer down. This needs to be damp, like a damp sponge, but not soaked, because the water is going to help the composting start. The next thing we're going to do is I'm going to put a layer just to help the composting get started. I've got some organic humus and manure, and it's for conditioning soil, but this has got good bacteria in it that's going to help help everything start composting and breaking down right. So I'm going to open this up, and we're going to put a couple scoops of poop in here. Look at that gorgeous black. Look at how beautiful that is. And no, it doesn't smell. We're just going to put some of that down in here. This is going to help it get started. Oop. It's okay if I spill a little bit, because it'll just make the ground good. So let me do this, because obviously this is very hard to do while I'm holding the camera. Now we have a nice little layer of manure on there that'll just introduce some good bacteria and help the composting start. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put a little water on this cardboard first before I put my kitchen scraps in, because I want to make sure that it's not going to run straight through. It needs to like drain a little slower. So I better get a bucket. I'm not prepared, am I? See how this drains. Oh yeah, it's draining good. It's not draining too horrible. Alright. You do want it to be damp. Okay, now I'm going to dump in my kitchen scraps. Now these kitchen scraps have been frozen, so the water from them thawing will also help. Get spunky. Nice. Okay, I've got... What the hell is that? Oh, is that coffee grounds? What is that? Asparagus snips, where you cut off the woody stems, tangerine peels, cauliflower that wasn't eaten, obviously my eggshells, coffee grounds, and the coffee filters can also compost. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put another layer of brown on top of these. Okay, so I added another brown layer, and if you see the swirling, what looks like smoke, it's not smoke, it's ash. It's ash left over from a fire pit, and it's ash from the grill. Now, the ash from the grill is from wood that was burned offset, so meat juices did not drip on it, and we only use hardwood lump charcoal. The carbon is really good for the compost. So I'm going to wet this down, and then we're going to put the lid on and let it do its thing. And in a week, I'm going to come turn it. Or I'm going to keep an eye on it. And it needs to stay damp. So I'll check on it tomorrow and see if it's still kind of damp. And I'll turn it in a few days. And that is how you do a DIY backyard. I never get this thing lined up. Matt is better at getting this thing locked on than me. There it goes. That's how you do a DIY compost bin. So, yes, you can do it even if you don't have a lot of space. And if you live in an apartment, you can do it on your little balcony or patio with stacking bins from Walmart. So get out there and start composting.